Right, can you say hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our day. Oh, hang on up.
Be gentle. Gentle.
Wait. Alba, wait.
It's not time yet.
How about if I do it?
Yeah.
Alba, lie down. Stay. Oh, nearly. Good morning.
Hi guys.
We've just come to Tesco's to go shopping, but we went to Poundland first, and this car parked next to me, and I noticed that they put a wheelchair user in the back and didn't strap the wheelchair down or put a seatbelt on the man in the wheelchair. And obviously we couldn't stay to confirm whether that had happened, but we've just rocked up at Tesco's. They've just rocked up as well, and she's literally just opened the boot, pulled out the ramp and just pulled him out.
No seatbelt, no nothing, and he didn't look like he had the mobility to do it himself because
No.
she was electrically controlling the chair and everything, so it's not even like he could have done his own seatbelt.
No.
Either way, he wasn't strapped in or anything.
I mean, it's very tedious and very flippin' annoying
It is.
having to strap down all the wheelchair, like 4 points of the wheelchair, then a seatbelt for me and whatever else. But if we were in a car crash...
Even if you're not in a car crash, you roll around everywhere. Even like when the seatbelts weren't working and one of them was wrong, Charlie would roll around everywhere if it didn't lock into place.
And if she was in an accident where the car would flip, even if it tipped on its side, he would be crushed between the car and his wheelchair.
Very heavy chair, because it wasn't just a manual chair.
It was a 6-wheel. It's basically similar to my wheelchair, but not as powerful.
Not bulky,
yeah, and I'm just
shocked. And it's not even like we don't even know who we can report that to.
No, not at all, because it's his welfare at the end of the day, and it looks like she's his carer as well as potentially a loved one. But surely you would do everything to protect your loved one.
Like Charlie said, it is freaking annoying having to do all of that with the straps, but I wouldn't not do it.
No, even if we were just coming from home to Tesco's, which is legitimately less than 5 minutes away, we would still do it.
Well, less than a 2-minute drive compared to home to here, and I still strap him
Yeah,
down.
I still put my seatbelt on, everything.
But they didn't strap him down.
It's really bad.
Shocking.
Yeah, so we got something cool to show you when we get back, but for now, we're going to go shopping. Soph signs up to do sign language. I get some stamps. Gotta keep it fair. Ready? Where's Alba and Mummy gone? Where's Alba and Mummy gone? Where's Alba and Mummy gone? Look. Video!
Wow! Do it again, this time I'll ask.
This time what?
I'll ask. Where's Alba and Mummy gone? Where's Alba and Mummy gone? Where's Alba and Mummy gone?
Video!
Oh, wow! Yeah, that was cute. That was very cute.
You're gorgeous.
Oh.
Back last year, I think it was, like towards the end of last year, somebody in our local area had a bunch of stamps and albums full of postcards dating back to 1901, roughly, some in the 1900s and some later in the year. There was like a huge span of them. And some of the postcards actually had either really cool stamps, or they had really cool pictures, or they actually had writing on them. So it was people's lives from 120 years ago. And for me, I absolutely love that. I love history. I love everything old. Now Sophie's starting to love things like the stamps and that.
I'm not as bothered by history itself, but like the personal lives of people kind of in different times.
Like the stories that they...
That
they can
so
be
like,
like
for
told.
example, people who've had stamps and envelopes and whatnots.
Yeah. There was about 6 albums, and one of them we noticed, it hasn't spread any further, but one of them, it looked like at some point it might have got damp. So here is one of the albums, and what I'm about to do is the ones that we want to keep. So like, these are from 1916. So even that is 104 years ago. And it's just bloody awesome. And obviously, what?
Just pickles, just that I want to get out.
Oh.
So I'm going to look under Mum's thing.
So yeah, we want to save these and we want to preserve them as much as possible. So in my eyes, folders like this, they don't protect things very well. So like we do with this, like a whole bunch of stamps that we've got, we get these poly wallet things, and I've got this little tool. Soph bought it for me for my birthday last year before.
One of the two.
And it's from We Are Memory Keepers, and it's really cool. It's like a pyrography tool. It's basically the same. You get like a pyrography tool that's like you can write and burn stuff with. But it also comes with this like rolly blade thing. And what we do is we put the postcards into, like I'll show you a clip that how we do it. We put them into the poly wallets and then we seal around the postcard so nothing can get in and it's like really protected. So I'm going to go through this album now, and I'm going to do that. And then obviously later, and whenever, we'll pull out all the other albums, and we'll protect all those as well. So I'm going to go get on and do that now. So these are the ones that I've done so far. I've gone through 3 albums. I've got these ones to put in them. Those ones we're not keeping, and then these ones. So now this is all upside down, and see, it doesn't come out. There's no chance of any of them moving, and they will no longer get damaged.
So we went to Pets at Home today to do some shopping. And we decided to go and have a look in the dumpsters afterwards, and we found this cage in there. It's clearly been used, maybe by the staff, like in the shop, or maybe from the vet or something, but like we figured it's in perfect condition apart from the fact it's got writing on it. So we just decided that it's such a waste. Like if we sterilise it, because we've got some like vet grade steriliser coming anyway, so if we sterilise it, it's a cage that can be used that would have just gone into the landfill otherwise. So, I mean, I just think it's insane that something like in perfect condition, apart from a little bit of writing, they can't like resell it or give it to somebody. They just have to put it in the bin. And this is part of why we decided that we wanted to go around looking for dumpster diving stuff, because it's shocking the amount of stuff that people and like businesses have to chuck away, and they don't think someone could use that or like whatever, and the repercussions that it might have if you chuck it away. But yeah, so hamster cage. When we went shopping in Tesco's today, we saw these super cute trainer things for Zach, so we had to get them because look at them. They're so cute. We can't believe how big his feet are though. Like, how has he grown up that much already? That's insane. But also, they're really, really squishy. And they're so super soft. And they've got the spider in there, which is even cooler. But yeah, so we thought we'd show you how cool they are. Hi there. So while Charlie is doing the whole that situation, you in it?
Yeah.
I have just been putting plastic wallets, folder things, what are they called? Poly wallets.
It's from Bristol.
I think we
Nibly
discussed that
Road.
previously. Because I think we thought it was strange.
Just seeing it again though is just like...
Yeah. Into this. And you may think, why is Sophie putting poly wallets in a folder? Why would she need that?
Well...
The thing is, I'm a student now. I know, babe. Yeah! Yeah, I'm a student. Basically, as you guys know, from like the odd bits of like discussions that we've had, I wanted to learn sign language. And I was doing a little bit on YouTube, like watching some videos of people and things. And I learned a little bit, and I was just like, I really enjoy this. I really want to learn more, and I really wanted to like progress with learning it, and I want to eventually be able to learn, like there are 3 different levels to sign language that you learn. There's level 1 and level 2, and then you can learn level 3, which means if you qualify through level 3, you can be an interpreter. And I want to be level 3 because I want to be able to talk to people who can't speak with words. And I just think that it's really awesome that a language exists that you don't need your voice for. And I just think it's cool. But anyway, I wanted to do that, so I looked a while ago and found this course that I wanted to do. And it was an online course, because I would only do an online course because, as you guys know, I have a lot of anxieties and I don't like to meet people, and I have caring roles that I've got to do. So doing a course like out and about isn't really realistic for me. So I found this online course and I looked at it, and they had this deal that was like, you pay like £25 per module or something. But the problem with that is, I mean, yeah, you could take as long as you wanted, but it added up to being a lot of money that we just wouldn't have been able to do.
No.
So I was really disappointed, but, you know, we sort of said, well, maybe, you never know, maybe in the future I might be able to. And then the other day I downloaded Groupon, and I was just on there randomly looking at other stuff, just seeing what they had like voucher wise, and this course came up for something. It was a course, I can't remember what the course itself was for, but it was for something random. And I sort of decided to look for courses near me. And the first one on the list was a BSL, British Sign Language course, online course for levels 1 and 2, and it was was it £20? £16. It was £16. And we were just like, oh my god, that's amazing. Definitely, when we get paid, we're gonna do it. We're gonna work it out so that I can do that.
But thankfully...
But went on there last night.
Yeah, but not that.
What?
We got a refund for our electricity.
Yeah. But yeah, we got a refund for our electricity, so we managed to use that money for it. But I went on there on the 20th. It was the 19th, because I remember, because I chuckled, because it was 23:58 on the 19th of February 2020 that I signed up. So by the time I actually had like the confirmation email, I'd started being a student on the 20th of the 2nd, 2020, and I thought that was kind of cool.
2020.
Yeah, I just thought it was cool. It's like really relevant, but nonetheless. But anyway, before I purchased my my course, I went on there to do it, and there was an offer, and it was down to £11 just for that day. And now I'm like, and literally, as I just said, I signed up, like I bought that not long before midnight, so it was about to run out, so I literally just got it for £11. So, and when I was on the Alpha Academy website, which is who I'm doing the course with, they do a student card as well, which obviously, as you know, or a lot of people would know, you get a student card and you can get vouchers and stuff. And like money off at places and things like that. And so I got one of them as well. And the original price of the course, it is a realistic price, because it's approximately how much the other course that I mentioned first would have added up to, was about £280, which for a course isn't bad, but we couldn't have afforded it. But I got my course and a student card, which will be coming in the mail soon, for 20 quid. That's really cool, isn't it, guys? And just to think that for something that you're really passionate about, that, I mean, for this in particular, for me in particular, it's the BSL, so like it'll hopefully open me to communicating with different people. Even if I never ever meet somebody who desperately needs to have something translated, I still got that skill, and I can still, like, eventually I want to be able to translate our vlogs and have like a little me in the corner doing translations on our vlogs. I just think that would be really, really cool. But yeah, so those are like my goals, and that's what I'm doing today. And so I've done this. They like to fall out the bottom like that. I don't know. I think it's just
They always do, 'cause
no,
there's nothing in it.
that'd be why then. But yeah, so I've just done that, and I've got some colourful paper upstairs, which I'm going to do all my work on, because it doesn't have to be like, because it's an online course, and it just doesn't have to be like practical work, because it's like BSL, it's like different. You don't really need to sort of like write things down, but I am, and like, because on the course they've got like, for example, the first module is like finger spelling, and they've got a couple different videos, and there's one video where he goes through the alphabet, there's one video where he goes through spelling out names without any sound on the screen, and then they've got a one after that where they go through the same video of him spelling names, but they have a voiceover to say what names that he was spelling. And so I thought it would be good for the ones that are like that in particular, for me to write down as I'm going what I think like he's spelling out and stuff, and what he's trying to say, and like do it on the first go, where I'll pause it and retry bits, and just to try and get it, to make sure I'm sure about it. And then once I've got it, like once I've done all of that one video, then I can check it all, and then I'd do some more of the courses, and then I'd go back to it, and then do it again, but this time time it, and then like try and do it again and again, and try and get it so that my recognition of like the finger spelling and on some of the other modules like the words and the conversations and things, so that my recognition can be better as well. Because the last thing you want to do is to be having a conversation with somebody and having to ask them to repeat everything or to spell literally everything out, because that wouldn't be ideal. But yeah, so that's me. So I'm happy and I'm excited, and it's pink. It doesn't look pink there, but it's pink. It's like fluorescent pink, really fluorescent pink. No, it still doesn't really show it. But anyway, it's the same colour as the Birchbox box. There you go. Now you know what it looks like. But anyway, so we're going to get on with the rest of our day. Speak to you later. So, you know this like weird thing that people do when they're like this or something? Is that like a good example of it?
Your arms need to be, your left arm needs to be straighter.
Which one's my left one? This one?
Yeah, so it's kind of like that. Well, we've established it was never a modern thing, because I've just found a postcard where there's a statue already doing it.
Really?
And does it say when the statue, what year it was at?
1988.
So that's at least 30 years ago. That the person that did that tells lies.
Down with the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on that note, thanks for coming on to stay with us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.